So, the first thing I want to talk to you about today is one of the main aspects that you guys have started with, which is partnerships. By building a strong network and meeting a lot of people through different mediums, we can unite with people and organizations to find shared value and common purposes. You can unite together as you have common strengths, which can further impact the work you're doing. It is likely your organization may be relatively similar in outlook and have common objectives that you are working towards, which ultimately means that you can add value to another and to one another, and crucially add value to the people that you are supporting, so your service users. So let's look at this program you're on, Ideas into Action. Turn and Result CIC united together to create a partnership which benefits all of you and the previous participants, including myself. They looked at the expertise of Result CIC and the expertise of Turn and saw how each organization could support the other to deliver the best possible program. Look at this program which you're on right now. Two organizations who united together in different areas around the UK delivered this program, Ideas into Action, and the best right now it is one of the best possible programs to support refugees, social entrepreneurs who create their own social enterprise and nonprofits. Were they aligned? Of course they were, which is why they decided to go down into a partnership. But what they saw was the strength of each other's organization. That's why they wanted to work together. You may know the African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go further, go together. So look into that proverb and apply it to your organization. So of course, it can be hard to ask for help. I know I faced it. Or ask for partners. Be aware of your inner resistance. I had to overcome that myself. The resistance, it is natural. I believe you, it is. But sometimes what I felt was that it was difficult to ask for help. I or you might even at times feel that you cannot ask because someone else might not understand. Or you might even think, why would anyone want to help or partner with me or the organization? These thoughts, these feelings are natural, but try to acknowledge them, recognize these feelings, and instead have a collaborative mindset. A collaborative mindset is where you think where is how you actually think, where and how you can work together. How can we partner with another organization? How can they help me? How can I help them? I think one thing I wanted to ask you now is this. Think of a time you have been asked for help anywhere, today, yesterday, maybe a few years before, anything. It could be someone asking you for some advice, or even helping cross the road, or maybe ask you for directions, or even right now you're sitting over here in this program wanting to do something big, and the idea might have emerged from someone or somewhere. Have you thought, have you ever thought, wow, why did they ask me for help? Am I different? People are generally open to helping and supporting each other, especially in the nonprofit sector. This is what so much of the sector is made of: collaboration, partnerships between like-minded organizations and people. So in reality, the truth is that a good partner can make each other's work easier. How is that? They can make you deliver your impact faster, and you may not need to wait for funding deadlines in your work. They can make your impact bigger, as they may have more influence, more reach, or they can just help you deliver your work. A good partner can also make things easier as they can take off some of the load of the on your impact and deliver it. It can be cheaper to work together. Maybe your partner has space or some expertise that you need to buy. Going into partnership, going into partnership with them can help you save the money and possibly the time. It can also be better for your users. Having many different skill sets and expertise um, in the program can often be really influential and inspiring to use as they have more than one point of view or way of thinking. It is more sustainable, clearly, as it is likely you will be more successful and have a greater impact and be able to last a long time in what you're doing. So today we're going to reframe how am I going to achieve this mindset to who can help me achieve this. We are going to start looking about the bigger picture to help you climb up the mountain and achieve your organizational goals. Remember that people are looking at you as a possible partner too for them to achieve their organizational goal. This is exactly what Chris has mentioned using SEUK2. So when you're thinking about what you need, you want to think about a framework called the win-win. Does anyone here know what the win-win means? Any answers? Open to the floor. I'm unsure if you guys can hear me, but does anyone know what the win-win is?
It means you make some contribution into the organization or a partner, and he will also give some advantages to you. So both of you will win. So you can bring something good to each other.
Perfect. That's brilliant, Julia. You've nailed it. According to what you said, the win-win is a good framework to think about how everyone can win from a partnership. For example, first you need to think about your organizational wins. As me, I would list them down. What is that you most need from the partnership, and how does it benefit you and your organization? The next I would think about, or you can think about, is you can't just have an isolated win. Your partner also needs to have a win. So what's in it for your partner? The first step is in working collaboratively, seeing how you and your organization can benefit the partner organization as an organization. What do they get from this partnership? And lastly, what what are your users winning? So what are your service users winning out of this partnership? Why is it beneficial for them? Why are you entering this partnership? So when we think of collaboratively, let's think like this. What areas do you need help in delivering your organization goals, and why? What areas are you really strong and could help in other organizations achieve the goals? And how do partnerships become mutually beneficial to the users? So when we start doing this exercise, we inevitably think about what do I need, but also consider what your potential partners need, which you already covered, and what do your users need from both of you. And then finally, you may find really cool and exciting ways of how you can partner together. Doing this will help you see what people are good at and understand what you are good at, so that ultimately you can find find the best possible partner for this. So you have a few different types of partnerships, and we will be exploring with you, but just to highlight them further, they have been shared in your worksheet, which is in the tool which we will be using to find your partners. Lucas, can you please share the link to the worksheets? While Lucas does that, let's just say You may want to find partners who could be volunteers or offer you pro bono support. Pro bono means someone giving you something, help or support for free. This could save you a lot of money. For example, you could find a legal firm who are willing to give you some legal advice. Sometimes you need a good community partner to help you get the people that they can refer to you to your community or who can help you reach your targets with the number. A good partner could also help you deliver training to the community members, to your organization. You do not know everything, which is very normal. As an Urdu proverb, you are not master of everything, but someone else might know something which would be beneficial for you. So what what is that something that someone else can teach you? You might also need space and equipment. This is a big one. Space is expensive. Trust me, I know. So so is the equipment. You have to get uh multimedia presentation boards, you have to have the flip charts, etc. So the equipment is expensive. Can you find someone who is going to help you by giving you space or the equipment so you can deliver your project better? Another area you could get support is product, supply chain and logistic. Here you can find people that can help you deliver your product or help you even make it. Could they give you a better price? Maybe you have a coffee shop and find an organization willing to donate some coffee beans to support your social mission. And finally, is there an organization who can help you deliver some marketing campaigns or even publicize you? Social Enterprise UK publicizes a lot of work that Ideas into Action social entrepreneurs are doing and the program. Can you find an organization to help spread the word on what you're doing who may have a bigger following than you? Again, a piece of advice from me personally that social enterprise, the whole of the platform is open, use it wisely, and you will make partners which you did not even fathom. All of this you will be finding today. Filling out this worksheet that you see on your screen. Lucas, could you also please share the link to the worksheet tool now? I'm sorry, I am just really cautious that my internet might just go away any second, so ignore me if I'm stammering. So in the section 2 of the worksheet, you will see a space for your partnership and networking. You want to start in today in the breakout room, choosing the type of partnerships you're looking for now, and then you will need to find out what you're looking for exactly, what it is you want from your partnership. And then you want to think about the network. Who is the ideal partner right now for this partnership? But if you don't know them, would someone introduce you maybe? So like Lucas introduced you to SE UK right now today. Maybe you want a partner with, you might be unsure what you need the partner for example. So you could ask Lucas to make an email connection or a first connection for you with that partner. Then you want to think about all of the wins. Why is this partnership good for your beneficiaries? Why is it good for your organization? And why is it good for your partners? Let me show you an example of my worksheet. Actually, I will show this to you later on. So what you're going to be doing now is something I did last year. I initially started by looking at the partner roles that I was trying to find. So I wanted to look into space because I wanted to get people all under one roof so they could have an easier insight into what was happening, what everyone was doing. Looking around, that's what I I wrote in that paragraph what I needed from that particular partner who could provide me the space and the equipment. And then I started exploring what was around in that area where I wanted it to be based in. So I found out the right place, which I thought would be the best place for the people to come be introduced to, and which would be easily convenient to reach because of the public transports and everything. Using this information, I then started figuring out or making a mind map basically who was the best one to introduce me to this particular connection. And what did I want to make that initial connection with them? Was it just before when I wanted people to come there, or was it a few months before my first event in that building? Using that, I started making the mind map. I then looked into what that organization already offers. So what I saw was that the organization hosts a lot of different organizations over there, which means the organization itself and the multitude of different organizations over there, they all look into supporting people from forced marginalized backgrounds. So using that space to host more marginalized people would open the door for all of the organizations to meet the marginalized people. That's where their outlook, their numbers would increase. And that's the win for the organization. The win for the beneficiaries in the same context was that me, us personally, we look into education, how to progress with the education. But the other organizations over there were looking into social dilemmas, housing, um, benefits, etc. So it was a win for the beneficiaries that they got all of this information from one single place. And that, so using our organization, so two wins are right in front of you. But the win for the partner was also a big one. So more people, when they visited the office in Voda, more people started allocating other organizations that can support them, which means their numbers increased as well. So that was a win for the partner. And similarly, I looked into the other parts as well. I wanted more people to be referred to our organization. I started working with a lot of different organizations, and similarly, I did all the steps again. So I'll share with you a small example of when I started working with Student Action for Refugees. Some of you might have heard it as STAR, but some of you might not. So this is an organization based in London that supports students to get into universities and higher education. But their impact for the students is a different one. They do more of a holistic approach rather than an individualized approach. So we partnered with them. And as an organization for us, we wanted to get more referrals to us, which we did. But at the same time, the organization STAR got more people who were already our beneficiaries get more support from them as a holistic approach. So their numbers went up. So two of the organizations were really happy. So what happened for the beneficiaries? They were getting support from people who had lived experience of going into higher education and who had a professional approach of getting into education. So they had the best of both worlds at this point. So that's the simplest, most partnership example I can give you. I can give you a whole lot more, but at this point and at this time, that is the most simplest example. And at the same time, how did I approach them? Let's just say that I am a very social person and I started talking to them because I wanted to go to university myself 4 years ago. So I started talking to them. I started making my ground as a volunteer with them. And who knew I was going to start aspiring rooms later on down the line. So that's what happened with me. So now we start working on your worksheet, where we are now going to identify what kind of partners and partnerships you need. Using your worksheet, identify what you need from the partner right now. What is the win-win-win at this point? What could you offer? What could you who could you partner with? Sorry, who could you partner with, and how might you find these possible partners? And finally, we're going to be working on section 2 of your worksheet. Lucas, please share the link now. And we are ready to go to the breakout rooms now.
Right.